Hey everyone, this is Hybrid Theory. Welcome back to another Lorcana gameplay matchup here, and we're diving into the finals of CCQ Rome. And listen, if you haven't been to Rome, it is a magical, magical place. And what better place to have a CCQ for Lorcana than the city of Rome? So I am very jealous of these players who getting to play there. And we want to give a quick shout out. You can see Inkheart's official actually casted this and streamed it on their channel. It is in Italian, so that is a problem if you don't speak Italian. But shout out to them for casting this. If you're someone that is in the European region, go give them a follow. Or if there's someone that speaks Italian, go give them a follow. Because I'm sure they have more Lorcana content coming across Europe as well. And sometimes hearing them talk about it in Italian might be better than hearing my still English pronunciations on stuff as well. So no, all kidding aside, go give them a follow and just support our Lorcana content creators. And like I said, we're in the CCQ finals here between Giancarlo and Ruggero. And we have a red-blue versus dogs matchup here, okay? Which I think is really exciting. If you watched my video from earlier in the week where we had a dogs mirror match at the Diet Coke Invitational, wasn't as exciting. Kind of was two steamrolls because it just ends up being which player gets under the sea off, and that's what happened, right? And so I think this is gonna be really fun. And you can see like Giancarlo hasn't actually lost a game or lost a match the whole day, right? Like he's 10-0-2, so he's tied twice and won 10, and then Ruggero has actually lost 2 matches, which is interesting. So, anyways, interesting matchups here. Anyway, again, let me get past all this. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, like the video again. Helps the channel out a lot. I really appreciate everyone who has been subscribing lately and supporting the channel. Again, my goal is to get this thing up to 1,000 subscribers and hopefully get invited to go cast one of these events live one of these days. So again, I appreciate all the support. Without your support, hopefully we can make that dream a reality one of these days. So anyways, diving into this matchup here, you can see Ruggero has the Aurora coming down here first on his side of the boards. Giancarlo is doing some inking and ramping here with Sail, and he's going to get that first action off with Develop Your Brain. And yeah, this is a red-blue action stack, which I think is really exciting. I got to see one of my buddies play this at Set Championships last weekend, and she just absolutely crushed with it. And I think that's really awesome. So hopefully all y'all out there are going to your local game stores and supporting your Set Championships, and hopefully winning some woodies, right? Hopefully winning some mats, hopefully winning some cards. Let me know in the comments how you are doing on those. What decks are you playing? Have you won a woody, card, or mat? Let me know what's going on. Okay, so Giancarlo gets that important card out here, that Robin Hood, right? And I know that some of these red blue actions decks have cut Robin Hood. Some are on like more of a power line build versus the Robin Hood build. I love Robin Hood. I'm also a bit of a So Ursula comes down here and gets rid of Grab Your Bow, which is such an important card, especially in this matchup against dogs. That allows him to banish 2 characters that have 2 strength or less. So it would have taken out Aurora, Grandmother Willow, Lilo. Now takes that big tramp. So a lot of good options for that. But of course, he's running more, I'm sure, in his deck, so he might be able to find another one. We are going to quest with Robin Hood, and oh, well, there is another one right there. So I'm sure he's going to take that and play the Grab Your Bow on to definitely Grandmother Willow. If he plays it on Lilo, of course, it can get played out of the discard again. So, so he is going to get rid of Grandmother Willow and Lilo. I think there's definitely an argument there for him to take out the Aurora, because that would make Ruggero have to ink to play an Eleanor. Excuse me, I forgot her name. But now he can just quest with Aurora and play Eleanor for 3. But of course, he won't be able to activate it this turn, which still feels okay. So there is that Eleanor as expected. And he's going to ink a tramp. He's going to pass it over. Okay. So Ruggero's down 2 cards in his hand. We have 2 Robin Hoods set up here. So Robin Hood 1's going to quest. We see Olaf. Oh my gosh, another Grab Your Bow. Yeah, I'm going to say he's probably going to take Grab Your Bow and get rid of those 2 characters. Robin Hood again. Develop, Lilo. So Develop is the only option that matters here. So he's going to take that Develop. Look at those top 2 cards. Take a Snowman. Obviously not going to take that. Oh my gosh, and he can play. Yeah, this Eleanor's going to get taken out here as well. He's just got to see how many. Oh my gosh, I think he might just be playing for free some snowmen here. now as well. Yeah, so Be King Undisputed is going to get rid of Eleanor. Snowman's going to come down for free, remove 2 lore from Rogero, and like this game's just kind of over now, right? Like I think Giancarlo's like, I mean, obviously, like okay, all right, wait a second, big lady comes down, which is going to be helpful for Rogero here to be able to like, obviously he can actually swing those on Robin Hood and actually take, take a Robin out, which feels good. Of course, Olaf can then trade if trade into it afterwards and clear it up, but it can get rid of one of these. Can get rid of one of these Robin Hoods at least. So let's see what he decides to take with this lady. Um, definitely an argument for Grandmother Willow and Ursula. Maybe would be the best 2 options here if I had to guess. Grandmother Willow definitely. Ursula's gonna be the other one as well. So that allows him to, excuse me, allows him to refill his hand a little bit here, which is nice. Robin Hood's gonna quest again. We're gonna look for some actions. There's a sail, distract, and a develop your brain. He's gonna develop. Oh, there's the let it go. He's gonna take that let it go, and wow, this is brutal. Um, so he's gonna sail off that Robin Hood, and then he's just gonna hard cast let it go. I think. All right, he's gonna okay. He's gonna dig a little deeper. So I mean, yeah. I mean this Red Blue Actions deck. I mean, I think it's fun because it's a new deck, and of course it does pretty well on the dogs. But it is a bit annoying to play against because your opponent is just like sitting across from you, just doing a bunch of stuff, and you're just kind of sitting there doing nothing, which never feels great, right? Um, but yeah, I mean, so Giancarlo is, just digging through his deck here, finding whatever he wants. That let it go is going to come down this turn as well. He's just going to hard cast that onto that lady, and I'm imagining Rogero is going to scoop up as soon as this happens. Inkalilo. Oh, he's just going to go Pirate's Life. He's not even worried about it. Okay. Okay, Lilo's going to come down from that, which will ready up that Olaf. Now he's going to sing Let It Go. Okay. Yeah, there's the scoop. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. So yeah, I mean, some of these interesting interactions there, like with the readying up the characters with that Lilo. I think it adds a bit of adds some skill to this deck as well, right? Where it's like he read that up, he pointed that out correctly. I would have just hardcast and let it go because I'm like I want to get rid of that lady, but he knows that he can ready this thing up afterwards and then sing with it afterwards to get that infinite value there after questing. So really great game from Giancarlo there, and of course, I mean Giancarlo's deck counters Rogero's deck pretty hard here. So this matchup is definitely favored in one way, and of course Giancarlo hasn't even lost a match all day, so that feels pretty good for him as well, right? So, anyways, let the players finish stack shuffling here, mulliganing, and do all their stuff, and we'll bounce back in for game number 2. All right, the players are ready here. So obviously Rogero gets to go first this game. He's going to ink a tramp and play a lady there, right? So, interesting there for Giancarlo. I mean, that tells him that Rogero probably has another tramp in his hand, which we can see just from his hand that he definitely does. So that's just a little tell there, right? And Giancarlo does have ramp, which is nice. So he has that Tipo in his hands. I know some Red Blue Actions players are not running Tipo, so Giancarlo is definitely committing to ramp, which, I mean, who can blame him, right? Okay, so we're going to ink Lost in the Woods, I think is what that card's called. I'm sure in the comments y'all let me know if it's not, but I think that's what it is, and we're going to get a Rhino down. So that's not the turn that Rogero wants there. Definitely is looking for that Grandmother Willow. So Tipo comes down. He's going to ink. I think that was Pirate's Life, if I'm not missing that. So Pirate's Life gets Tipo there, which Pirate's Life is nice because it can help you like if Rogero quest up a lot with like maybe he has a Mulan combo or something like that. Allows you to come back into the game a little bit and lower his lore, but you also still have Olaf for that as well, right? So like this Red Blue Actions deck has a lot of options to slow down your opponent. Okay, so he's gonna shift Lady here on turn 3 and quest that for 4. So he's gonna put the pressure on here, which I don't hate. And the good thing about that is that Lady can't be like we can't take it out with a grab your bow or something like that. Excuse me. So it's just a big target there that Giancarlo's gonna have to deal with. I think he took the Lilo there, I believe. Okay, so he's just throwing down some actions here to be able to play this Olaf or I'm sorry, this Lilo for free. So there's the develop. Ooh. Okay, he's gonna take Olaf and put your bows under the deck, and we see a Tipo quest, and then ready up, and then take out that Rhino because he has extra strength. Oh my gosh! And then a second Lilo comes down, which will ready that Tipo up, so it's not even going to get banished after that. So that is just infinite value there from that Tipo. And listen, we saw from the DLC a few months ago that Tipos can quest to win. Now Tipos are going to start taking things out. Is Tipo overpowered, everybody? It's possible. It's possible Tipo is, which, he's going to be gone soon, which is sad. We do see the Ursula come down now and dig a little deeper. Is going to get taken out here. Grab your bow and Olaf are still in the hands here for Giancarlo. But the problem is like that lady, you can't really quest with it anymore, right? Because Lilo's would get a free trade on it. We see a shark drawn here, which is a little bit unfortunate because he doesn't really have anything to ink right now. Giancarlo, he could ink that snowman, but I don't think he wants to ink that snowman. So yeah, I think we might be heading towards a turn here where he just passes. I mean, he could quest with the Lilos potentially. That opens the door for. Okay, so he just decides to cast that and take out the Ursula there, which, is fine, and then quest out. So, of course, we could see, okay, Chief Paladin comes down here. Interesting. So, he's going to be able to take out Lilo, or I'm sorry, Tipo, excuse me. Tipo, Lilo, they all end with those. Able to take that out. Okay, he draws the Tipo here. He's just going to quest out for 6, go to 10, ink a Tipo, and pass. So now he's one turn away. He will get that shark down next turn. And yeah, like he doesn't really have to worry about Regero out questing him, out racing him to finish this game. The Chief Paladin can't challenge, right? So Chief Paladin's not going to take anything out. So the only way that Regero can stop Giancarlo from questing is trading that lady, which Giancarlo is okay with him doing, right? Like he's not going to feel bad about that. We do see Big Tramp come down here, so he's get the draw 2 and discard 2. Okay, so he's going to get rid of Under the Sea and a Grandmother Willow. So he's got Big Lady in his hand. So he could get that down next turn. The problem here for Regero is like he can only trade one at a time, right? Like he can trade this lady into it, but then like Giancarlo's still going to be able to quest for 4 next turn. And we know that a shark is coming down as well. So Lady will take out the Olaf there. But yeah, I mean, like Giancarlo's still on his way to victory here. So there's the ink. We're going to see Maui Half Shark come down here. Quest to go to 14 and pass it back over to Regero, and it's just going to be up to him to be able to finish this game off or to try to come back in this game. We do see he has a Big Lady. So Big Lady comes down, so he can pull some cards back, but like, what is he going to find? Okay, so he pulls back Ursula and Rhino, so he's going to ink that and play the Rhino down, but like he's going to be able to quest up a little bit, but if Giancarlo drew an action here, this game's over, right? Because he could quest with everything, go to 19, and play the action and go to 20, and the game's over. But I don't think he drew anything. Okay, he's going to quest to go to 19, play Robin Hood, and he's just going to pass, which that's just basically him saying game, right? Like, and there's the handshake, and that's just going to be the game. And everybody, like, obviously, like, I don't watch these games before I cast them for y'all because I want to like try to make sure that I don't have any biases, don't have any knowledge coming into it, and so I can react a lot to what's going on. And I got to tell you, we've had 2 not great finals in CCQs over the past weekend, right? Like two rollovers a little bit here, right? And obviously, like this one makes sense. That Red Blue Actions deck is very, very good against dogs. Makes sense. It's a good deck overall, but really good into the dogs, so it makes sense here. And of course, Dog's Mirror can be a blowout like that as well, just based on what cards are drawn there. So, yeah. So congratulations to Giancarlo. We will see him at the European Continentals, which is really, really exciting. Again, like what a world for him. Like he just he ran through the whole day or the 2 days of this tournament and did not lose a single match. Like I can't even imagine how that must feel. It must feel really, really great. He's gonna have a lot of confidence going into continentals over in Europe. So congratulations to him. And again, shout out to Inkhearts for casting this. Go give them a follow on their Twitch, Inkhearts_official. Go give them a follow if you're in Europe and want to follow along what's going on in the European scene as well. But yeah, this is Hybrid Theory. This is the finals of CCQ Rome. And congratulations to Giancarlo again. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, like the video, again, helps the channel a ton. We really appreciate it, and we will see you next time.